I was going to say, what advice would you give to an employer who's worried about an impact on an employee, on their emotional state, and what could an employer do to support someone with cancer, do you think?
Okay. I think first it's becoming more aware of people's needs. You know, I said before, we're all unique. So I guess talking to people, what are their personal needs, um, and maybe trying to tailor things specifically for that individual. So if people want to talk, you know, give them the space to talk about where they're at, what are their triggers, what do they find more difficult, you know, if they've got a scan approaching, if they've got an anniversary approaching of their diagnosis or the start of their treatment. Don't make assumptions about what might be difficult for people, because I think that varies, and people need to be able to say what they really need. I guess familiarise yourself with what support's available. There's lots and lots of support out there, so encourage people to get in touch with it. And as an employer, and I know there's businesses of different sizes, but you know, familiarise yourself with occupational health routes, employee assistance programs if they're available to you, so that you can signpost people for help who want it. And I guess I would really love it if employers gave people time and permission to look after themselves. I think people feel like, oh, I've already been off sick for 6 months, I can't possibly ask for time to go for my psychology appointment, for example. But actually that is such an important part of their recovery. So if employers can accommodate people to be flexible in how they work, so that they can still go to, you know, group meetings perhaps, or psychology appointments, counselling appointments, the appointments that they have with their clinical teams, I think that people become very anxious about getting the time to do that, but they're so important. And actually people will pay you back by doing that. They will work in an hour in the evening to do it because they want to do a good job often. They just need that little bit of flexibility.
No, we often find people feel very guilty about taking more time off. You know, they feel that everyone's been nice to them while they've been sick, and they've kind of done as much as they should do, and now they feel guilty taking, you know, their employer's done as much as they should do, and now they feel guilty taking more time away, when actually it's really, as you say, really necessary for them to have that additional support. It's part of the recovery process, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And for people who are living with secondary cancer, you know, not everyone is fortunate enough to get rid of their cancer. So people who are living with secondary cancer can still be amazing employees and add such value to the workplace, but they just need that flexibility to be able to work around their cancer treatments and their days where they know they're going to struggle. But if employers can give them the space to do it, it adds such value to probably to the workplace, and also to that individual. Work is such a core part of our identity and who we are. And it gives us that confidence. So if people can be enabled to work if they want to, I think that's a great place to be.
I think flexibility is one really key and important area for employers.